Graeme, what's the overriding emotion after that one?
I'm disappointed for the players. I'm disappointed because we, particularly in the first half, played some really good stuff, and I thought we gave away 2 really bad goals. But as part of their ongoing education, they need to understand that we can't just turn up and play. We need to be switched on mentally at all times, and ready for different styles of play. And I didn't think that we accommodated their style enough, particularly from restarts. But proud of the way that they tried to play the game on a difficult night. I thought that some of the football they played was really of a high standard.
The chances you created as well, is there a sense of what could have been left out there tonight?
Definitely, I thought there was some more goals to be had, and I think that when we look back on the game, we'll recognise the need to be more clinical in both boxes, because I thought that we created more than enough to at least get a second goal, and I think if we had done, we'd have gone on and won it.
It's a defeat which is never great, but so many positives you can take from that game?
Yeah, lots of positives, lots of positive performances, but one of the negatives I'm going to take my own reaction. I wasn't particularly pleased with my own demeanour, so I'll be going and having a look at how I was behaving, because I wanted so much for them to do well, that I coloured my language to them from the side in a way that I didn't think was necessarily as positive as it might have been, or as impactful as it might have been. So a good lesson for me, but for the players, that what they have to take away from it is it's winning football, it's men's football, and it's incredibly different from the academy football they've been used to, and they're dealing with consequence now. So if they're not quite at it, there's an immediate consequence. We can't be fearful of the consequence. We have to deal with the consequences a lot better than we did today, particularly when the game is getting a little bit scrappier. I thought we still want to be a bit pure, rather than dealing with that bit first and then bringing the good football to bear after that.
You've taken a championship team tonight really close. Can that give you confidence now going into the games programme?
It can, as long as we couch it right to the players. We have to make sure that the debrief is nice and positive, and we focus on those areas that we were good at, and also we look at those areas for development. We don't call them weaknesses or problems. We look at them because they're things we need to develop. And I've just said to the players, do we do enough in training on second balls and on making sure that we go and get into the right areas when the game is direct? And I don't think that we necessarily do. I think that to increase their education levels, we maybe need to bring some of that into the games programme and into that teaching level that we're going to give them, to make sure that when they get this kind of game, they know how to handle it a little bit better than they did tonight. Because I thought at times we looked a little bit naive and a little bit young in game terms to deal with the way that they played it. But credit to them, good luck to them in the next round. We know that we could have been there.